Hey YouTube, Scott Benson with Skid Steer Premier, YouTube channel Georgia Nuts. I always plug my little subscription. If you see it somewhere, I'd appreciate you subscribing to it and watching some of my dumb old videos and listening to my old country talk. I usually don't do this, but today is Sunday. And I got a job to start tomorrow. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 days. It's according to how much I can get done because I've got a couple of problems to deal with before I kind of land on the job 100%. I hadn't revealed it really yet on YouTube, but this is my new 2020 International dump truck. And I'm just really proud of that thing. Tandem truck, because the smaller truck is just not hauling enough material to my jobs, and sometimes the actual dump truck company doesn't come to my jobs and I'll have to lose the job. So now I've took control of my job a little bit more. The reason I'm having to do this today too, jumping around a little bit, is because my son started playing high school baseball. And I'm divorced, so I had to drive 3 hours there, 3 hours back. So Thursday, I drove 6 hours. And yesterday, Saturday, I drove 6 hours to see him play. And I wouldn't trade a minute of it for the world. You know, I chose to live in the middle of the country. And so the drive is part of it. But I love him and I enjoy it. And it's worth every minute. But I do have to really make some sacrifices and make some changes to make things work, and that's okay. I don't mind it at all. But what I want to show you real quick is I got this job tomorrow. I don't know if I can get my hand around here. I got this job tomorrow, and it's a driveway, and I'm just going to kind of throw some stuff out there. I don't know exactly if I'm going to end up changing some stuff or what, but you know, this area is like a little pathway between some pine trees. I'm probably going to clear it out a little bit, a lot of roots, but I'm going to try to put some shell rock down. And sorry, the sun's blaring in my eyes. Put some shell rock down, you know, bring in some dirt, fill in some holes, re-scrape it up real good, and create a good foundation. And, you know, put some fives on top of it. And we're going to do the upper section right now. I'm real happy that they chose me to get to do this for them, and I want to make it look really nice for their mama. Their mama is ready for a driveway. So getting to the dump truck, got it. Definitely have hauled quite a few loads in it already before I got to reveal it. And I wanted to show you something that I went all through this truck, and it's still under warranty, matter of fact. But there's one thing I didn't look at, just because looking up visibly, I didn't really think there was any reason to. This truck is lined for asphalt hauling if you want to, and I'm never going to be doing that as far as I know. Never say never, I guess, hey. But I did not realize, let me flip you around. I did not realize, you know, it has an asphalt top on it. An asphalt cover is solid pretty much. You can see some of the holes where you could stick a bungee cord, I guess, or something there. But anyway, that cover is solid, and I have never had a cover, a tarp. I've never had one bounce going down the road to the point. I mean, that literally scares me because it's not mesh. There's no holes in it. And the only reason I'm saying this is, look, I know there's people out there that haul all the time. They've been doing this all their life. They know all this stuff. I'm doing this because, you look, I didn't even think about this. And anybody that's going to go get them a truck, you know, you need to pay attention to that, because if you're not kind of doing a lot of, you know, strictly asphalt, that tarp is no good to me. I've talked to a couple of buddies of mine at haul, and they said, you know, one of my buddies, and he said that he really hadn't had any major problems with his tarp. But dude, I'm telling you, mine right here, when you cover, it's coming up, I swear, 2 foot in the air. It's going to tear the arms off of this truck going down the road. there's no way I'm comfortable with this tarp staying on. And Monday morning tomorrow, first thing I got to go and I got to get this tarp off, and I got to put a regular old mesh tarp on it. It's just scary. I mean, the daggum thing's just flapping up and down, and I ain't joking. It's 2 foot high in the back. So I wouldn't recommend an asphalt tarp if you're hauling down the road. But probably I should have already knew that. Maybe, I don't know. Next, I'm gonna take you just down here to where the other trucks and stuff are parked, and I'm just gonna make this video kind of as short as possible because the job's gonna take a lot of video time, and you know, I've got to keep this thing edited down if I can, not being too awful long. But what I wanted to show you is, you know, y'all are way behind schedule here on keeping up to date with Georgia Nuts, because now I'll probably end up using this for a job maybe eventually, but right now I just don't. I just needed it to stockpile gravel at my property and to be able to load my dump truck faster and more efficient than a skid steer for sure, because I need to cut back on having to run back for the quarry. Ta-da! An old Ford 555D backhoe. That thing's been around the horn. It's got county stickers on it still. Bought it from a friend of mine. I trust him dearly. And he, you know, he told me everything I need to know about it, and it runs like a champ. But really the main function of it is I need to load that gravel in my dump truck with a bigger bucket. It's got a 4-in-1 bucket on it. I ain't even really figured out everything about this thing yet. I started it up, filled it up, and then I came over here and I dug that big stump out of the ground with it just to see how things felt. And because this whole area right here where this machine's sitting, and all this area right here is going to be another spot for a different gravel. So like, you know, I don't know if you can see it, but like over there is some dirt and riffraff, and then right there is some crush and run and a couple loads of 5s, and then beside of that is cleared out because I'm going to put rock there. You know, I'm going to put some 4s and some 57s there maybe, but anyway, this spot right here that we're standing on is going to be for something else I might be in need, and if I can stockpile this stuff, then I'll be able to save the customer money. So anyway, introduction of the dump truck and the Ford backhoe. And today I'm probably not going to video much of anything, but today I'm going to take and hook the trailer up. Well, I'm going to pressure wash just a little bit the truck windshield of the F-350 and the dump truck, clean them up where I can see good, get some debris off of them from the rock quarry. And then I'm going to take and check all the air and tires, check the oil, check hydraulic fluid, load up everything in the truck, go get some diesel fuel in 2 of the transfer tanks and the F-350. And then tomorrow when I take the dump truck to the tarp place, I'll fill it up too, because I got about 4 or 5 loads to haul on this job. And also, you know, run the skid steer. And I'll show you all the job when I get there. I'll add to this video. But that's one thing about it. I call myself, I'm Skid Steer Premier, Georgia Nuts, and I'm a one-man show, and I love it. I get out of the dump truck, I get in the skid steer, I get out of the skid steer, I get in the 350, I get out of the 350. You know the routine, man. But I enjoy it. It takes longer. Yeah, you get tired. But I'm going to get all this stuff loaded up today. Today's Sunday, and tomorrow will be Monday. Get this tarp done, and we'll continue this video and I'll update you what's going on tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Good morning. Scott Benson, Georgia Nuts YouTube channel. Next morning, like I said, it'd be, I said yesterday it was an international. The truck out there at the pole barn's an international. This new dump truck, my bad, is a 2020 Freightliner. Like I said yesterday, we're gonna go get the tarp. Asphalt tarp took off this morning and gonna put on a mesh tarp. And I might get a little video of that, but just gonna see you at the job site more likely. But got the stuff loaded up, skid steer, tooth bucket, and as soon as I get back with the dump truck, beautiful moon, as soon as I get back with the dump truck, I'm gonna take that stuff over there and drop it off, skim it out, and then taking probably haul a few loads. So I will catch up with you later in this beautiful day. All right, got back, new tarp is on, and I'm so glad. While I was getting the tarp put on, I'll show you that, you can probably see it from right there. While I was I got the tarp put on, and it didn't take them long at all, like an hour. And I was only 8.1 miles from one of my rock quarries, so I went ahead and grabbed a load of 5s and put them in the truck. But there's the mesh tarp. And I know people that's used to doing this see it all the time. I'm gonna take you around here and show you the, I mean, it's thick. For the people that don't know, this is actually the, I mean, that's heavy duty right there for asphalt. But that's what came off, and the mesh one went on. I am about to get out of this truck and get into this truck. I got to get over there and start skimming up and getting things done so I can go and get a couple of loads. I had to take that one and dump it when I come back, but the job's only 15 minutes from my house. But I'm gonna take that load of 5s, dump them, and about 20 minutes from the job site, there's another spot that I get material from, and I'm gonna pick up probably a couple loads of shell rock. But I'll show you the job when we get there. Okay, we are here. Let me show you around. This section right here is where we're gonna call this the lower driveway. We're gonna do it sometime later, but right there we need to put in a small pipe. You can see how it's dipped down. It holds water right there. All of this section right here is all considered the lower driveway, all the way to the top of that hill right there. So this area is not gonna be touched at all yet. That's gonna be, I think, part B, plan B of the driveway. I'm gonna do it in a couple of phases. Try to make it more affordable. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna show you what we were gonna do, but ended up not doing it because of cost, DOT, permit, pipe. But this driveway, if you notice, man, not only am I ugly, but I'm fat. I'm out of shape, man. It's about to get hot here in Georgia. So right here, anyway, that little hill right here, that's going to be considered, from where I'm standing, the upper driveway. That's what I'm going to be doing, from that hill up to here. All right, so if you keep going straight down the driveway in front of that semi, we're going to put a culvert in and go straight out and make a brand new entryway right there. But the cost, I wouldn't say was significantly higher, but it was a little higher. And so instead of doing that, we're going to go this way. So I'm gonna go through here and skim all this trash pine straw off, and then I'm gonna do kind of a light bottom coating of some shell rock, because this is just like trash underneath here. And then after I do the shell rock, I'm gonna, you know, add in some dirt and fives and give it something to stick to. But as you can see, it's pretty tight through here. Just ain't nothing but junk. And I need a base, and I can't dig it out because this whole thing, if I go digging it out, this whole thing's full of these root systems. And I just told them, you can see them everywhere, you know. And obviously with the pine trees on both sides, these pine trees that face the highway right here, they're going to take them all down, you know. And I don't know if a tree company's going to do it, or is it going to be a loader man or what. But it'd been a good time to probably try to skim this out if you had a loader here, but I doubt that. It's probably going to be tree man. So anyway, we keep going out here. And this is going to be kind of their new driveway. You know, they do share this driveway right here. And so I was going to fix this part right here and make this transition through here. You can see some, you know, some dips and ruts. Fix all that up. Fix this up. You know, got to be careful right here, of course. You know, I hate when you are trying to blend asphalt, you know, with the gravel. It just makes it really tough. But I'm gonna try to pack this in real good right here and make this transition strong. I think the guy that lives right there may pull some equipment in and out himself, you know, roofing or something like that. So here, pull in, boom, behind the trash cans is the our pine alley. It was really need to rename that. That's Pine Alley right there. But right through there, it's gonna be the new spot. You can see they've been using this right of way right here, Georgia Power right of way. I think they kind of just been shifting back and forth, but they need to get off of that and get on their spot right here. So I'm gonna set you up a little bit, see what we can get, and get started. Just mostly just kind of leveling and cleaning this up without trying to make a dent in all these root systems, because all the roots on that side, you know, if they're not going to take those trees down, I don't want to cut them all up. It's just going to kill them. So check that out. Termites eat that up. Even termites have got to eat, like Georgia nuts. We gotta eat, boys. All right, set you up in just a minute. All right, it's a picture of kind of just skimming out the top. I got to bring some dirt in and level this up because of the roots I was talking about earlier. But I just decided to start in this pine tree alley, and then you know, once I get some dirt in here and get it built up a little bit, I'll be able to bring in some shell rock, finish it with some fives. It'll be good. I'll get back with you in a little bit. I ain't really doing nothing but Pine Tree Alley. Hey, day 2 on this job. We got rain coming in, so I'm gonna have to really get at it. I'm probably gonna have this be more of a before and after video. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get home till like 8 o'clock last night, and the rain's moving in this afternoon for sure. Tomorrow, I had to load the skid steers over there. I had to load the grapple up so I can clean up some of this trash. I'm gonna show you in a minute. It was in the back of the F700 truck, so I had to get the backhoe and fish that thing out of there. It was stuck between the brush cutter. So let me take you up here and show you what I got done yesterday. Okay, let me show you real quick what I got to do, and you'll kind of see some of the before, some of the during and after, whatever another. I got to get on it. Like I said, I only have today, and that's it. So if you notice right there is a red pole. That's my stopping point for the upper driveway. That's all I'm doing. So as you can see right there is a stopping point. So I'm gonna smooth all that out, get it good and level, crown it up, and then that way water can shed off the sides, and then I think they'll get a chance to see what happens at the bottom, how it takes water. But anyway, coming all the way up through here, and then making this right through Pine Tree Alley, we call it. So I got the shell rock down, and I tell you what, man, it's got some big rock, and it breaks up real good with a skid steer. I mean, you know, as long as you don't go crazy. But some of the big rock you have to kind of push to the side. But a lot of this little rock, it just breaks up when the skid steer runs over it. And then once I level all this up with a bucket and compact it, drive dump truck through here, drive skid steer through here, you know, all them pieces of shell rock get broke down and get squashed down in here. So I'm also bringing where'd it go? Oh, my dirt is right there. So I'm gonna bring the dirt in here and create a crown up in here before drop the 5s on it. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm actually cleaning up some of the mess. There was some mess right here where I had to push pine straw and stuff off of it. I just couldn't leave it like that, even though it's wooded over here. So I got the grapple, and that's what I've been doing, is cleaning all that up. I just finished with it, put the tooth bucket back on, and now I'm gonna take and but anyway, I had trash kind of all the way down through here where I pushed it to the side a little bit, and wanted to clean that up. So I got that done. You can see some of these areas on the corners down there and way down there. I'm not gonna walk that far because time is of essence today. But anyway, I'm about to take and reskim this out, make it nice and smooth, take that load of dirt down there and just fill in everything and make it smooth it out real good. And hopefully I can get this load of 5s on it, you know, and another load. You know, it sucks I had to dump this load of 5s. I would have loved to tailgate it down through here. Would have saved me all kinds of trouble. But my truck's new, and I don't overhaul in my truck. I baby my truck because it's mine. Put the camera back on me while I'm running that mouth of mine. But you know, look, I work hard for what I got, and I'm not taking any chances for no customer or even myself to get out lazy. Yeah, I would love to have tailgated this, but I'm not going to take and scratch my truck all to pieces down through here in these pines that are leaning, and I'm not going to take and tear my tarp off that I just had replaced yesterday from that asphalt tarp to the mesh tarp. So, but if you look up there, you know, there's my to, you know, to get that out, you know, it's gonna hit. It's gonna grab my tarp or something. And I'm not all that, you know, good. I'm not all that good of judging and understanding all that. I wished I was. You know, that'd probably be a breeze for y'all pros, you know. And it sucks because I got to skid steer all this stuff in now. But it's all right. I've done it before, and I'm going to get this done. That second load, I'll probably tailgate it maybe the part of the way that I feel comfortable. I mean, there's a halfway down through here is a big comfortable gap for me to raise my dump bed, and you know, at least you get half of it done. So thank you for watching Georgia Nuts Skid Steer Premiere. and I'm gonna get this dirt and stuff smoothed up, and then I'm gonna take and get that area skimmed up and smoothed up, and then I'm gonna take and go from there. So anyway, I'm losing train of thought because my ADD's kicking in, and I got 10 things I want to do all at one time. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, update time. I'm gonna grab some lunch out of my cooler on the way to go get the dump truck. I'm actually parked right now in Pine Tree Alley. So let me show you what's up. This was the old way that came in and out. Showed you at the beginning of the video. Down there is just that little spot. You can tell the difference between the gravel color where the stopping point is. Come on up through here, and then make the transition into here. And again, like I said, I'm on my way to get more rock, because definitely, I mean, I knew it was going to take a couple of loads. It might take a little more. I got to cut all these, I hate that stuff, man. Cut all these vines, or you know, roots. But anyway, all the way down through here, and up here, I just kind of sprinkled some as I was going down through here. I knew I'd be running over it, so I figured I'd let it bite on the inside at shell rock and dirt. And I ain't too crazy about this spot right here with water. I'm gonna have to talk to her about that. But starting right here, this is where the rock's down pretty good. This dirt is just where I skimmed off the pile. When it rains, it'll go away. But all the way down here, and this is kind of gonna maybe be a little surprise to them, but I didn't have much of a choice. Right here at this transition, water's coming in on that. They're probably not gonna like that hump. If they don't, I'll knock it out. But water's gonna come down through here on this, and that's what was giving it a beating. But I'm gonna take and kind of clean that up a little bit and see what they think about it. But if not, everybody ends up stopping right here on that hump and then spinning tires out in the gravel, and that's what's causing it to do this dip that I built up. So I'm gonna kind of clean that spot right there up with the shovel and blower and stuff. But all this gravel down through here is good. It just needs to, you know, pack. And then sometime or another, she could just tailgate some in the future. Old spot that you can see. And I'll kind of sprinkle a little gravel over some of this dirt where maybe it won't look so bad on this load I bring. I'll tailgate some of it down through here. That's why I stopped right here, because of these trees. I'll tailgate some of it down through here, and then I'll put me a pile up where I can, you know, kind of finish manicuring it up a little bit. That's where I stopped, and that's where I'm gonna go get the load for. Sorry I ain't be able to set the camera up for like action footage. I did a little bit, but ended up leaving you down there for about 2 hours and forgot it was even down there. So I'll check in with you in a bit. Okay, but wait, I'm gonna show you what I finished up. All I gotta do is take these and cut some root systems out. Be good to go. But check her out. There's the hill, and then down there is what the lower driveway didn't do. but you can obviously tell from the gravel starting here and coming around. No more that way, but coming around. Like I said, I mean, there's some dirt in here, but I'm going to recommend that they probably drive over it and pack it down a little bit over time, and then maybe just run the tailgate down through here. Well, I would say that right up there, I actually touched that limb. So like I said earlier, I only tailgated from that limb down. It's a little thin right here, but we widened it more than what we were supposed to do to make some room for the vehicles. And then what ended up happening was it used more of the gravel, obviously, than expected, because the calculations would be off. If you obviously got more room to cover, then you're gonna be short. I'm gonna take the dump truck and run over this and try to pack it down a little bit after I cut these roots out. Mr. Root, you're gonna die. But yeah, I mean, considering what we had, you know, I think it turned out real good. I'm happy with it. I got a little swell right here, kind of, for water to kind of flow that way. It's really gonna stand in that hole, because it just ain't really nothing cut out right there good for it. You might talk about maybe cutting that out with that spade I got. Water can go. Right here's that hump. This is really what I'm gonna talk to her about and see what she wants to do with it. You know, it is a hump, but we'll take my, like I said, and the thing about it is, the reason it's like this right here is because the asphalt, if you remember from earlier video, was broken. It's jagged, so it goes down through here, and it broke jagged right here, and it just, you know, it's hard to put pieces of the puzzle together in some of those areas like that when you know, when the pieces don't match. It's just the way it is, folks. But I'm gonna meet up with her in about an hour to give me time to run over this thing with the dump truck and pack it down, and then I'm gonna go over it with her and her mom and sister and them, and see if you know, they're happy with it, or they want to slap me in the face. So this project's pretty much over with. Scott Benson, Skid Steer Premier, Georgia Nuts. Subscribe right in here if you think I'm cray cray. Thank you.